I'm Gonhar. Today I'm going to review about the high K metal gates. But before we go through the high K metal gates, we must go through the polysilicon as a gate and the silicon dioxide as insulator, because we use that materials and these materials are very good, but but these materials has very big issues and problem, which is gate leakage and power consumption. So let's go through it. As we know, silicon dioxide as an insulator was very good and excellent. It has thermally stable on the silicon surface and high quality the interface of the silicon and silicon dioxide. And polysilicon as a gate was very easy to fabricate, and it also has a high quality interface between polysilicon and the silicon dioxides, and it was very compatible with both PMOS and NMOS. But as gate lengths are becoming shallow and shallow, this lateral E field became very bigger. So as the lateral E field becomes very bigger, we had to also reduce the vertical lengths of the gate, oxide, and the channel. So controlling VT, when we control the VT, there are three parameters. One is flat band voltage, and another one is oxide potential differences between vacuum energy level and oxide Fermi level, and also potential differences between vacuum energy level and silicon Fermi level. So why did I say this? Yeah, never mind. So we in order to reduce the vertical length of the MOSFET, we control the doping on the body and reduce the insulator's thickness. So as we reduce the dielectric thickness, the tunneling occurred, which are direct tunneling and Fowler-Nordenheim tunneling. So it causes the gate leakage current and also power consumption, and as a result, the subthreshold swing will be very bad. So because of these reasons, we use the high K material and the metal gate instead of silicon and polysilicon. And one thing, and also if we use the polysilicon as a gate material, the C capacitance of the polygate will be exist. So the C ox and C poly will be on the series state. So this capacitance will become very lower. So as a result, the gate coupling will be very bad. So instead of this, we use the metal as a gate. So we look through a lot of the metal gates, silicon dioxide, aluminum, titanium or hafnium dioxide, etc. And the main point was the material which has very high dielectric constant and very big energy band gap and very big conduction energy level differences with the silicon. So a lot of materials had the advantages and also the disadvantages. And we have to consider about the interface trap. If we put the high K material just right upper on the silicon, the interface trap issue is very will be issued. So we have to consider about that. And yeah, also, so on the interface surface, we learned about the acceptor states and donor states. The donor states is the donor donates the electrons and it becomes itself by positively charged, and it is located on upper the Fermi level, and the acceptor accepts the electrons and become itself by negatively charged, and it's located on the below the Fermi level. This problem causes the Fermi pinning issue. When we use metal gate, there are two types we learn. One is single mid gate metal, and another one is two separate metals. Dual metals. But why? So we learned that we prefer to use the single mid gate metal because dual metals would have the problem with contamination because we put another metal on the another metal, contamination issues, and also when we put the PMOS and NMOS ones, the Fermi level of the high K material will be located at the middle of two dual metals. The two dual metals Fermi level. So it's very hard to control the VT. That's why instead of we control the body doping or oxide thickness, we will control the metal work function to control the VT. So that was very important point on this lecture. So so we learn about the low VT and high VT on NMOS and PMOS both. And another important thing was VT is equal to the flat band voltage plus pi S plus pi aux. So VT is equals to the work function of metal minus work function of the silicon. So in order to if you want to make VT very small, also you also have to make flat band voltage very small. So if you want to do that, you have to reduce the gate work function, metal work function. So on the metal energy band diagram, there is a conduction band and this is the valence band. And if you want to make small work function means the energy band differences with the energy vacuum level and the Fermi level. So if this Fermi level goes closer to the conduction band, this material has very small work function. So it has very low VT, and if this Fermi level goes closer to the mid gap, it will have a bigger work function and bigger high VT. Yeah. Thank you.